Da, 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 Hey, what's going on, everybody? ChazmaN here, back with a very short stream. I mean, we're gonna be doing another stream, hopefully tonight, in just a little bit. But for now, I did want to do a little reaction video, a little live reaction video. That's right. Just earlier today, at what was it, like almost first thing in the morning, 10, 11 a.m., Nintendo did a Nintendo Direct live stream. And wouldn't you know, I watched a little bit of it while I was at work, but I'll be honest, I was kind of unable to see a lot. I may have watched maybe the first half, and I didn't know what happened in the second half really. I did see the couple big announcements, so I don't want to act as though this is going to be a completely blind run, but I don't know, maybe there'll be a couple other things I'll get to see here that I didn't get to see before. How's my cam look? Cam look alright? Let me turn that brightness up just a tick. Hey, Veronica Rose is back in chat. What's up, Veronica? We've got Skylar Twilight. Phantom Fox says, I'm on my dinner break. Hey, what's up, Phantom? Thank you for joining. I'll give it just a couple of minutes and, I don't know, kind of chit-chat with you guys while we'll try and wait for a few more people to hop on in. But yeah, just, I don't know. I didn't get to watch much of this event earlier. I watched maybe, what was it, like 40 minutes? I may have watched maybe 15 minutes of it. Like I said, did get kind of spoiled on one of the major announcements, but I don't want announcements, but there's some deep dives. They went in a little bit on a couple of things. So how's everyone doing? How's Skylar, Twilight, Veronica, and Phantom Fox doing today? I'm doing great. I'm tired, but great. I was gonna take a nap before hopping on with Phoenix later, but I figured there's no way I can pass up doing a little reaction video here. Scott Twilight says doing great. Hey, that's awesome. Working a double at the shops as Phantom. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Dude, I haven't worked a double since my retail days when I worked multiple retail jobs. I do not miss those days. My feetsies used to hurt from those. Alright, so I guess we can get things going here. Alright, so let's see. So my audio seems fine. Everything looks good. Got chat up on screen. Looks like I'm live. So like I said, this will be interesting. Like I had some of this spoiled earlier, but I don't know, maybe I'll get to, I don't know, go deeper into some of my thoughts on a couple of these things. Like I said, I didn't really get to look at much. I was kind of like working and like off to the side looking to see what was happening. Phantom Fox says, it's a small store, so I have a chair. Hey, that's awesome. Veronica Rose says, getting folded since I couldn't look for 4 orders in the back. Delectable Toast is in chat. What's up, Delectable? Delectable's waving. Alright, so what do you say we go ahead and get things going here? If you guys could, please do let me know how audio sounds. Hopefully everything should be good. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn off the beautiful Zelda music. Alright, here we go. My reaction to the Nintendo Direct. Let's see. Alright, like I said, let me know how audio is. I'm going to leave it here. Let me know if it's too loud or anything. This seems like a fine audio level. Don't forget to hit that like button, says Phantom. Hey, you're better at that than I am. I'm bad at asking people to do things. I'm good at asking people to do things when I'm at work, but not here. In real life, I think it's harder for me. So once again, let me know if you guys can't hear me or if I need to turn audio up or down. So this was an already thing. This was already announced prior. This is with Dragon Quest, right? Like the really early ones. It's like a remake. Audio is good, says Skylar. Hey, thank you. I like the graphical fidelity and everything. And you always like that modern 2D art style. It's always pretty. Such beautiful art. Bang. Dragon Quest 1 and 2. I like RPGs. I'm always down for an RPG.
Takahashi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct.
What up, Shinya?
Today, we'll be providing information on upcoming Nintendo Switch games.
So again, this whole event is centered around games that are only coming to the first generation Nintendo Switch. And then yeah, I read that we're getting another
Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remake from Square Enix. Another character appeared at the end.
What was I gonna say?
What kind of adventure awaits?
Oh yeah, the actual there's an actual Nintendo Direct on the 2nd. Which what is the 2nd?
Okay.
Second would be next Wednesday, okay.
Escape from dire straits.
I remember seeing this one. This one was really weird. It was not the game I thought it was going to be. It like turned into like a JRPG or something.
2 minutes until oxygen 0.
No rescue.
Help me. Please help me, Dante!
The latest entry in the The Somnium Files series is stirring. You are Kaname Date, a special agent with a sophisticated AI called Aiba embedded in his left eye. Your mission is to track down Iris, an internet idol who has been trapped in a mysterious escape game. Conduct interviews to investigate Iris's whereabouts. Dive into a subject's dreams to reveal clues hidden deep within their psyche. And solve mind-bending puzzles in an explorable environment.
I don't like puzzles.
Everything you learn will bring you one step closer to the truth. Uncover what's hidden in reality.
Yeah, this doesn't really seem like my bag per se.
No Sleep for Kaname Date from The Somnium Files launches on the Nintendo Switch system July 25th.
Spike Chunsoft? Just as Skylar was talking about the developer.
Unleash the supernatural.
I was like, what are you talking about, Spike Chunsoft?
A classic Atlas action RPG returns with remastered HD graphics and enhanced gameplay. Set in the capital city in the year Taisho 20, Raido Kuzunoha makes his living as an apprentice detective.
I'm seeing some love for another released Tomodachi from the stream. I did see that one.
Summoner. To protect the capital, Raido must investigate a series of supernatural cases. Fight in real-time battles alongside demons you summon.
So turn-based?
Work with your demons to strike
turn-based or real-time? I remember the difference. Oh, okay. It definitely looks like turn-based. Yeah, real-time, I mean.
Victory. You can even turn opposing demons into allies. Demons can also be useful outside of battle.
Check Frost.
Their powers are helpful in finding solutions during investigation.
Is that Gumby? What's Gumby doing there?
Guide Raido through a series of strange incidents.
I assume you're the bird who gave us a call?
As he uncovers a conspiracy that will shake the capital to its core. Raido Remastered, The Mystery of the Soulless Army, launches on Nintendo Switch June 19th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
Not typically an Atlas fan, but we'll see. I'm not, like, I've never really played like a Persona game or anything to this point.
With your memories gone,
So this is Power
you've been
World without
summoned to a
Power World. This is
strange,
Phantom O, the previous
unfamiliar
game.
world
Interesting.
where you're greeted by
I remember
a yellow
this one.
orb
This is the
known
weird
as Puck.
Pac-Man
But who
weird
is this
Pac-Man
spherical stranger? More
game.
than a
I don't know how they got the
mysterious,
license to
maze-like
Pac-Man
world.
here.
Your battle for survival begins. As Puck guides you on your journey, you'll delve deeper into the expansive world. By examining your surroundings, you can phase shift and combine with Puck to explore areas you couldn't reach before. But tread lightly.
I think I read
The
something that
creatures
this is based on
inhabiting
like a
this world will prove
fanfic or
hostile. When
a
facing
fan-made
opposing
game
enemies,
about Pac-Man
you
or
and Puck
something.
can temporarily fuse into the Gaia form.
It's such a
to
weird
unleash
idea.
Powerful attacks. By consuming
Phantom Fox's
prey,
Nintendo has
you'll
the rights for
collect
Namco?
resources
Oh, okay.
that can then be
I guess that would
used
make
to
sense.
enhance your
That probably
abilities.
means this is only going to be on Switch then, right?
Work to uncover Puck's true goal and devour enemies to survive this cruel world. Experience a dark twist on the iconic
Pac-Man, but for
Pac-Man
adults,
when
says Skylar.
Shadow Labyrinth launches on
Again,
Nintendo
I
Switch
think I
July
heard it's
18th.
made by... It's like a fan-made game, or it was like a fan fiction or something somebody
The
had like written.
rhythmic march begins. Remasters of Patapon and Patapon
I never played a
2
Patapon,
are
but
drummed
they always
onto
look cool.
Nintendo Switch as one bundle. Play your drum to the beat and give different commands to the Patapon army. For example, Pata 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 Pon advances them forward, while Pon Pon Pata Pon has them attack. And if you string together combos with good timing, the Patapons enter fever mode and get a big boost in power.
Comes out the day before I turn 39. Oh, it says
From the horse
Phantom,
riding Kibapon
the weird
to the
Pac-Man game.
shield savvy Tatepon. Build up your battalion to take on hordes of fierce foes. Plus, new features have been added, so you can advance to the beat of your own drum. Lead the Patapons and march forth when Patapon 1+2 Replay launches on Nintendo Switch, July 11th.
I'm sure somebody will like that.
Welcome
know if that's
to
my
Zephyr
bag.
Town, a cozy place nestled in a
Are we moving on to
windswept
Pokemon?
valley.
No,
This
not
is
no.
where your new life begins.
Story of Seasons, Grand Bazaar. This looks like an Animal Crossing like.
First cropping up on the Nintendo DS system, this immersive farming and life sim has no
Yep.
shortage of activities to get
Kind
up
of.
to.
Oh, you must be the new farmer.
Tend to your
Gosh,
farm
man,
while
Nintendo
growing
loves
crops
these type
and
of
caring
games.
for animals.
Nintendo has so many of these type of games on their
Then
console.
sell your produce and other wares at the town's weekly bazaar. As bazaar sales grow, you'll help the once famous market regain its former splendor.
Inspiring, honestly.
You can also get to know the locals
I'd like to spend more time with you.
and maybe nurture a relationship if you find that special
Aw.
someone. Plus, taking advantage of Zephyr Town's windy conditions can make travel and other tasks a breeze.
Alright, it does look like there's a little bit more to this one than some of the other
The winds of
ones.
change are coming, and your new life on the farm begins when
Got a
Story of
tiny bit
Seasons
more
Grand
than a
Bazaar
normal farming game.
launches on the Nintendo
Not Animal
Switch
Crossing,
system
says Phantom.
August 27th.
Patapon looks fun, says Skylar. Delectable Toast says, gotta have the obligatory farming
Please
announcement
look
Easter egg,
forward
pretty
to the
much.
latest entry in the Story of
There was a
Seasons
couple
series.
directs, one direct last year that like had like 5 of them or something. It was
Next,
crazy.
Please take a look at this.
Sure looks like Harvest Moon, says Phantom. Okay. Oh, that's right. I forgot they jump into it early on. Alright, so I didn't get to watch too clearly, but I'm curious now. I gotta zone in. Metroid Prime Beyond. Like I said, I was working while this was happening, so I was like, oh, and I had to go back to work. Like Stardew Valley, said Veronica Rose, yeah.
This is the unknown planet Vuros. Here, Samus finds a verdant jungle with a colossal tree at its center.
I do remember seeing this earlier, and I remember thinking graphically, it doesn't look...
In order to survive,
It looks
and
fine.
escape this planet that she was unexpectedly transported to,
Granted, you know,
Samus must scan stone figures.
Nintendo games
and
aren't
other
always about
relics
the looks.
to carve a path forward.
UI looks cool like normal.
She's not alone, though. Abhorrent.
No,
alien
be careful,
creatures
Samus.
living in the jungle are waiting to strike.
Don't hurt my girl. Looks so good, says Skylar. Samus is dripping. Holy wow, said Veronica. Her fit is so dire.
As she explores
You mean
the
fire?
jungle, Samus is granted mysterious and ancient powers. Psychic abilities.
So I heard about
These
this.
powers allow Samus to operate mechanisms and to open doors. They also allow her to control the trajectory of her beams with the power
Okay, that's kind of
of
cool.
mind.
I think that's different from Metroid.
But why were these powers bestowed upon Samus?
I tell you, I never understand the story with Metroid games. The one Prime game I played, to an extent, I even was like, "What's happening?"
And what will be her fate?
Now her and Link got something in common. LOL, said Veronica. Oh, about using the
intertwining beyond
moving things
space
with their
and
minds
time
or whatever, their
are
magic.
beginning to weave a new tale.
Okay, I still don't feel like they've shown a heck of a whole lot, but I don't know. I gotta keep my hopes up. I still would like to see more, but red Samus. That looks cool.
It looks like even more challenges.
Panda
for
Fox says, "Okay,
Samus.
where's Mother Brain and how do we kill?"
We hope you're looking forward to exploring with Samus's new psychic abilities. Okay, let's move on to some more headlines.
Ready to stir up some mischief?
Okay.
Once upon a time, there was a drab coffee shop that transformed into a magical potion cafe.
I like coffee.
As the newest potionista of the Cursed Cafe, you'll craft concoctions for Disney villains and get to know them in a new light. Mix ingredients to brew all sorts of strange elixirs.
Gen 11 Pokemon
Then
and new
serve them
legends.
to your villainous visitors,
Z through A.
including
Oh, Phantom,
Ursula
that you mean
and
got
Gaston.
announced?
With help from
I think I did
Yzma,
miss some of the
you can
Pokemon. They talked about
upgrade your
Pokemon. I didn't
ingredients to
see that
produce
stuff.
some wildly wicked creations. The potions you make can influence each customer's storylines, leading to different outcomes every time you play. Who knows what mischief might happen? Disney Villains Cursed Cafe launches on Nintendo Switch later today. Summon a spellbinding adventure.
Spellbinding adventure. I always like games that have this art
Welcome to
style.
Witchbrook College, where
This
students
art
strive
graphical
to
style
master
just
the
looks so
magical
cool.
arts. During class, use
Just the weird,
magic
like,
circles
bit
to perform
2D
rituals,
style.
fly on brooms, and learn advanced techniques to go from witch in training to skilled spellcaster. There's also plenty to do outside of class. Hang out with friends at their homes.
Or some potions, Kronk, said Veronica.
Take on various jobs
Pull
to
the
help pay
lever.
for tuition.
Wrong lever.
Or use the spells you've learned. to
OMG,
craft
yo,
and sell
Witchbrook's a
original
delectable?
items.
I don't know.
Plus, up to
Sounds
4
like it might be.
players can make magic together in online co-op.
Pull the lever, Kronk.
Explore this whimsical world on the road to graduation and beyond. Are you ready for a spellbinding journey? Enrollment begins when Witchbrook flies onto Nintendo Switch this holiday. Action, adventure, and arcade
Was that the
games
movie you were
await.
saying?
Set off on a fantastical mission to eliminate a mysterious deity. In this hand-drawn platforming adventure,
Hey, this is based
you
on Little Witch
explore an
Academia. I've never even
expansive
heard of
archipelago
Little Witch
where
Academia.
nightmares and wonder collide. Upgrade your
I remember
trusty
there's that
cane with
other
magical
spell
parts,
series. It's
then use its abilities to find your own path through the enchanting world. Can you uncover the secrets the
what's that
archipelago
other?
holds? Find out.
It's
when
like
the
little-
Eternal Life of Goldman launches on Nintendo Switch this
Oh,
holiday.
I've got a couple of those games. It's
Celebrate the 40th anniversary of Gradius with a collection of arcade
okay. I've got a
shoot-'em-up
couple
games
Gradius
from
games.
across the series. Titles include Gradius, Salamander, Light Force, Gradius 2, Gradius 3, and Salamander 2. Some titles come with multiple versions, including
I've been gnawing
ones
at the
from
bars of my
different
cage for
regions
years about
and
this
launch
game.
years.
I don't believe it's
Plus,
based on Little
take
Witch
the helm
Academia.
in a
This is
brand new
delectable.
entry, Salamander 3.
Like I said, I've got some Witch game
Gradius
for the
Origins
DS.
launches on the Nintendo Switch system August 7th.
I don't remember if it's that
Pre-orders
same
begin
series or
later
not.
Today on Nintendo eShop.
Let me
Battle
see if
to
I can
the
think
beat
find
in
that game.
Rift of the Necro Dancer. Press the corresponding buttons in each lane to fight
Rift of the
monsters in
Necro
rhythm-based
Dancer.
combat. Keep the cadence going with epic boss battles, quirky minigames, remix stages, and global leaderboards. Plus, more musical mayhem awaits in the Celeste Music Pack paid DLC. And be on the lookout for more DLC in the future. Rift of the Necro Dancer launches on Nintendo Switch later today. Let's see what's in store.
Not really a big fan of rhythm games per se. Depends. I guess it depends on the game.
Welcome to Tamagotchi Plaza, a brand new entry in the Tamagotchi Connection series. There are stores galore. Design glasses at the eyewear shop.
Okay, so the game I was
Polished
thinking of
solo
that I do
or with a
have
friend at the
is
dentist.
Atelier
Arrange
Annie,
plates at the afternoon tea shop.
Alchemist of Sarah Island. So
12
Alchemist, not
wonderful
Potion. I guess not
stores need
Wizard.
Your help.
That's the series I was thinking of, was Atelier Annie.
Provide good customer service to get high ratings and upgrade each shop. In doing so, you'll get to meet more Tamagotchi, making the town livelier than
Oh, a
before.
couple people seem excited for
With over
Tamagotchi.
100 new
Tamagotchi?
and classic Tamagotchi. Business is sure to be
Oh, it is
booming.
Tamagotchi.
Get ready to set up shop when Tamagotchi Plaza launches on Nintendo Switch June 27th.
Gosh, has anyone done anything Tamagotchi related in like 20 years? I didn't even realize Tamagotchi was still a thing anywhere. So here we go, some Pokemans. C to A, yeah.
Welcome to Pokemon Legends ZA.
I still
a
got
new
my
title
question
in the
about there
Pokemon
not being
series.
a wild area.
You'll begin your adventure by choosing one of 3 partner Pokemon.
Are they gonna talk about the wild zones or whatever the heck
setting
they're
is this
doing here?
Metropolis that also appeared in the Pokemon X and Pokemon Y games, Lumio City. To make it easier for people and Pokemon to coexist, a
Fox
company
says
named
I have one
Quasartico
from
Inc.
30
is
years
carrying
ago and
out
it's
an
still
urban
alive.
redevelopment
Nice.
plan.
I feel
Here,
like I had
get
a
into the lives
couple
of the
Tamagotchis
Pokemon
back in
and
the day.
people of Lumio City.
Talk about the wild zones. Okay, here we go.
Scattered all over town are wild zones.
So we're not going outside of the
These areas are
city.
special environments where wild Pokemon can live comfortably, even within the city. You can catch Pokemon here,
I don't know if that's a good or bad thing for the game that
but they might be hostile.
you're not going
If you
outside of the
sense
city
trouble,
now.
Get to safety. There are Pokemon that live outside wild zones too.
I mean, I hope they're doing that because it helps them with
Some of them
rendering
can
and
even be found
making the game
on rooftops.
functional and look better.
People
I
and
hope.
Pokemon live easygoing lives in Lumio City. But when night falls,
That's what Toast says. Wasn't
The
ZA only
Zora
going to be on Switch
transforms.
too?
Highly
I
skilled
thought that was the
trainers are
case, but
invited
I
to
would think if
participate
they're
in the
showing this
tournament.
during this event, there's going to be a normal
The
Switch
CA
version. That's my
Royale.
opinion. I don't think they would be showing this here
Trainers
if it was
await
only
in
on
battle
Switch
zones.
2. Because I thought this event was only for the current Switch.
If you're spotted, they'll challenge you to battle. Strike first before being seen, and you'll land a surprise attack. During battles, using a super effective move at the right moment is key.
It's like Poke Parks as
And
Phantom.
with Mega Evolution, some Pokemon can power up even more. You'll start
Ooh, I want to
at
go on the
rank
wilds
C
to Skylar.
and
Well,
work your
again,
way up to
I
rank
agree with
A.
you, but I'm willing to acknowledge that
Trainers
Scarlet
who
and
reach the
Violet
top
looked
are
like
said to
booty
have a wish
out in the
granted.
wild and outside of towns. And it ran bad. I thought graphical was bad. I thought performance was terrible out in the wild. I'm willing to be okay with them shrinking what they're working with and condensing everything into one town, one city, if the wild zones that they do create in the city are really pretty, really good, and are very fun.
Launches on Nintendo Switch
I'm going to be really
later
disappointed
this
if they
year.
do this and those wild zones are just reminiscent of the normal world outside of Scarlet and Violet. That's going to be a real bummer.
It seems there are even more
Again, you
secrets
better
to
be doing
uncover.
this because you're
Please be on the
making those
lookout
areas
for more
very fun.
information in the future. Next, please take a look at this.
If I were to get this game, I know I'm about to stay in the Y rank, said Veronica.
Hello there.
I want to go out in the water and get
The game
squashed, said
you're about to
Skylar.
see boop, doesn't have a big, epic story. Boop.
Boop.
But what it does have is lots of funny little rhythm games. Boop. You wanna see? Boop. Just press the button to jump through the ring. Boop.
XY remake's
sounds
coming
easy.
too, said Phantom. Oh, they announced that here.
But the timing is super tricky. Boop. Maybe you could try it in time to a rhythm? In this game, you might do almost anything, but you will need
What
to
is
do it in
happening
rhythm.
here?
With practice, you might even be able to play it with your eyes closed.
Get into the rhythm with a brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series, Rhythm Heaven Groove.
Oh, I think I have a Rhythm Heaven game.
That was Rhythm Heaven Groove, a brand new entry.
Let me see,
in
I'm
the
pretty
Rhythm
sure I
Heaven
have a Rhythm
series.
Heaven game behind me.
It includes lots of music produced by renowned Japanese musician Tsunku. What kinds of rhythms do you think you'll hear? We hope you're looking forward to it. Next, we have news about the use of digital games on your system. Please take a look.
I think
With
this is the
game
only one I
cards,
have.
You can put a game featuring Mario in this Nintendo Switch
Let me
system
turn that off.
and a Legend of Zelda game in this one. Freely inserting the games you have on hand into any system you want. But what
Yeah,
if
that's the only
digital
Rhythm Heaven
games
game I
could be as
have.
flexible and convenient as game cards? Well, here's what we came up with.
I think it's actually a pretty expensive
Introducing
game
the
now.
Virtual Game Card.
I think it's like a $100 game or
In the
something.
future,
if I
virtual
recall.
game cards can be used for digital games.
Virtual game cards. Okay.
When purchasing the digital version of a game, it will be loaded onto your system as a virtual game card, allowing you to play that title. Your digital games will be lined up as virtual game cards on a dedicated management screen. Here, you can load and eject your virtual game cards and manage which games you can play on your system.
That's nice. So at least you can see what games you own now. I feel like that's something I've been wanting. Oops, sorry. That's actually
If
because
you have 2 Nintendo Switch systems, you
why
can
was
eject
that
the
not
virtual
something
game
included
card
in the
from
game
one
when the console
and
first
load
came
it onto
out?
the second. Now you can play this game on the second system wherever and whenever you want.
At least that
Just as if
I'm
you had
I don't
inserted
care
a
about whatever
physical
he's
game
talking
card.
about. I'm more interested in just the fact of having my
Virtual game
library
cards,
of
you can
digital
freely
games
load
right
and
there
arrange
so that I
which
can
games you
see
play on up to 2 systems.
if that's what this allows me to do, is to
Local
see all my
communication
digital
with
games.
Your second system is required, but only the
That'd be
first
very
time.
helpful.
You can also lend out virtual game cards to your Nintendo account family group members.
I just gotta try. It says Rhythm
Connect to
Heaven
your
is
family
kind of
group member
hard.
System via local wireless when
Oh,
you
okay.
want to lend a game.
It's hard when it comes to rhythm
Choose
games.
the
I mean,
title
okay.
you're lending.
It's reminding me of the 3DS Play Show. I don't know what
And
it's
who you're
called. I don't
lending it to.
remember. 3DS felt like a lifetime ago.
And you're done. They can now play on their own system. You can only lend 1 game at a time to a particular person. Games can be lent out for 2 weeks, after which they will automatically return to you. Making digital games even easier to use. Virtual Game Card.
Metafox says I have every Pokemon game since Ruby. I have every single one, but the ones I don't have
The virtual game card
were a lot of the
feature
ones on the
lets you
3DS.
swap
So
games
like,
between Nintendo Switch
oh no, the
systems,
regular DS. Like I
as
don't
well
have
as
black,
to
white,
Nintendo
and
Switch
some of
2
those.
systems.
I really need to go out and just buy them.
This feature is planned to be added via a system update in late April. Let's take a look at more Nintendo Switch games.
How much time? This has got to be almost up. Oh, it's getting there. Hey, High on Life. I had a good time with High on Life. That was a fun game. Star Overdrive. The Wandering Village. Okay. I didn't say Ruby, I said, oh, RBY, I see.
Uncover history.
Uncover
once more.
history. Shorthand. Yeah, I gotcha.
An HD remaster of
I saw
Saga
RBY and I
Frontier 2
automatically
is
thought
venturing
Ruby.
onto Nintendo Switch. Meet Gustav, the royal heir, and Will, the explorer. 2 heroes whose fates and legacies will intertwine across generations in this epic RPG.
Epic RPG.
Experience the original story, along with brand new events that expand the vibrant world of Sondale. Plus, team up with more characters in battle.
Anyways, can't wait for the
And
Rhythm
transfer
Heaven and other
stats
games
to
we're looking
allies
forward
through
to.
the
Yeah, I know
Parameter
Skylar
Inheritance
Twilight
system.
is like our rhythm game expert.
After finishing the main
Here on the
story,
channel.
you can test your mettle and might against even more powerful bosses.
Rhythm. It depends on the rhythm game.
What
Like,
histories
I think there's a
will
couple I
uncover
really
through
like.
the ages? Saga Frontier 2 Remastered launches on Nintendo Switch later today.
Okay.
Monumental adventures await.
Sweet sounding music says delectable. No,
Peaceful
yeah.
journeys
It
across
looks pretty.
this
It's a
series
good looking
of
game.
Beautiful puzzle games.
Phantom says dinner's gotta go.
Wander
Oh, dinner's
through isometric
over.
worlds
Gotta go. Oh, you're
filled
good.
with
Thank you for
stunning
joining, Phantom.
landscapes to manipulate.
We'll still be
Optical
here. We'll be
illusions
back
to
on here in a
discover,
bit.
and mystifying secrets to unfold. In Monument Valley, lead the silent Princess Ida in her quest for forgiveness while outsmarting the enigmatic Crow People. A different journey awaits in Monument Valley 2. Guide Ro in her adventure through motherhood as she and her child unlock the secrets of the sacred geometry. Both games contain all their additional chapters, add-ons, and DLC. The first 2 Monument Valley games launch on Nintendo Switch
That was weird.
April 15th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. And help Noor on her journey to restore the world's light in Monument Valley 3, setting sail on Nintendo Switch this summer.
Okay. I love golf games. I love golf games. It looks like Hot Shots. Oh, it is Hot Shots. Okay.
Onto Nintendo Switch.
Now this I might play.
Aim. Time your button press just right. And
Booyah.
take your shot.
Dude, I love Hot Shots golf.
Perform backspins,
Whoa.
side spins, and other special shots. In the single-player challenge mode,
Dude, I am
compete in tournaments and
so
face
down
off
for
against
this.
a range of rivals to become the ultimate golfer.
This is the best thing I've seen all day.
In wacky golf, your shots could get pulled into holes,
What?
or obstacles might fall. It's golf that's not quite par for the course. Up to 4 golfers.
Oh, I
can
love
hit
the
fairway
character
together
models.
locally or
It
in
looks
online
so.
play.
It looks like it's just Hot Shots golf. That's so good.
So just relax and get ready to tee off.
Birdie.
Everybody's Golf Hot Shots lands on Nintendo Switch this year.
Oh, I'm probably getting that. I had a lot of fun with Mario Golf on the Switch. That was a good
Unite
time.
Some of Marvel's greatest superheroes in the fight
Looks like
against
crows,
evil.
but act like people, said
Gather up
Veronica.
2 heroes from the roster of 15, including the
A
likes
2D
of the
beat 'em up
spectacular
in
Spider-Man
Marvel?
and the ferocious Wolverine to take on the
Whoa,
challenge.
I gotta send this to my
From close quarters
friends.
combatants to aerial aces. You can mix
I
and
love
match a
2D
variety of
beat 'em
heroes
ups.
for an amazing array of possibilities. And swap between your team of 2 at any time. Take advantage of your
What's
team's
this called?
strengths to overwhelm your foes. Plus, up to 4 players can
Oh,
assemble
that's
for
gonna be
local
cool.
or online co-op play.
We're playing this. We're gonna play this on the channel at some
The
point.
battle for the fate of the Marvel Universe begins when Marvel Cosmic Invasion launches on the Nintendo Switch system this holiday.
Whoa,
That was Marvel Cosmic Invasion,
that was cool.
where you'll battle as a tag team of different superheroes. Next is our last game announcement. Please take a look.
Animal Crossing?
How refreshing. Hiya.
I wish to bonk people on the head with a golf ball, said Skylar. Nice. You could do that in real life, said Veronica. Indeed. Oh, Tamagotchi Life. Okay. I have that game on the 3DS, I think. I think my sisters really like that game.
Did you want to talk?
What the heck?
Glad that was only a dream.
That
Weird.
was Tomodachi Life Living the Dream, the first new entry in the series in over 10 years.
So my big takeaways from this
In the
are
trailer, we saw Mii characters
Metroid
living
Prime
on an
4,
island out at sea.
Hot Shots
What
Golf,
kinds of interactions do you think
and
they'll
then the
have?
Marvel game.
We hope
Those are
you're
my
looking
three.
forward
Those
to
are my
it.
3 things.
Thank you for watching today's Nintendo Direct so far.
So was that
Our
everything?
final announcement is something a little different that's not a game. Here's Mr. Miyamoto to introduce it.
Miyamoto.
Hello, I'm Shigeru Miyamoto.
Literally was not expecting any
Thank you for
Tomodachi Life
watching
for the
today's
Switch ever.
Nintendo
It's just
Direct.
delectable.
Since 2011, Nintendo Direct
I
has
think my
delivered
3DS
Nintendo
version
news
is like a really
directly
expensive game now.
to you. And now, these presentations have grown into an event that many people watch. Thank you all very much. We'll continue to broadcast Nintendo Direct presentations, but we're also launching a new channel based on the concept of delivering information to you directly.
Okay, I think I did see something about this.
This is a smart device
It's like an app or
called
something?
Nintendo Today, which functions like a daily calendar. In the app, you can view different Nintendo events. We will also be delivering all sorts of content about Nintendo games and characters every day. After the Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd,
It's been 10 years since Tomodachi Life, and we're
news
finally
about
getting it to
Nintendo
Skylar.
Switch
Hey,
2 will be
I'm happy y'all are
delivered to
happy
you
about that.
daily and directly through the Nintendo Today app as well. Nintendo Today will be available to download on smart devices later today.
I don't need any more apps. Those things take up so much room.
Anyone with a Nintendo account can use the app, so please try it out. That's all I have to share. I hope you enjoy using Nintendo Today.
Then don't forget, we got another Nintendo Direct
That's
on
all
April
for
2nd.
today's Nintendo Direct.
April's going to be a
Thank
great
you for
month.
watching.
We got this event. We got like 2-3 like big video game releases. Yeah, April's gonna be sick. It's gonna be sick, dude. It's gonna be sick. It's gonna be sick, bro. All right, so I did want to see. Let's see if Metroid. See if we can get Metroid Prime 4. Let's see if they put out a better version of this trailer. Okay. I can turn you off now. Oh no, it's still only in 1080. Really? Really, Nintendo? You don't put out a 1440 version?
And escape this planet.
Ah, it looks the same. Alright, never mind. Bad guy Nintendo. Almost every event you ever watch, whenever people put out a trailer for a new game, they always put out like a 1440, at least a 1440 version, and leave it up to Nintendo to everything's still 1080. Alright, I'm done complaining. So Gorsh, I don't know what else. I think that's all I wanted to do. I just kind of wanted to see that. So I don't know. What did you guys in chat think of that? I know some of you were very excited for Tamagotchi. We had Tamagotchi. We had Rhythm Heaven. I feel like there was a good amount of things shown there. Let me watch this one again. Again, I think the thing I was most, I wouldn't say I was super impressed for Metroid Prime 4, but I'm curious. Curious about it, and I don't know, I'm hopeful that it's going to be really good. I mean, I did very much enjoy Metroid Prime 1. Didn't, like, love Metroid Prime 1. It's not like, I didn't think it was, like, an amazing game for me personally, but I thought it was fun. I had a good time. I don't want to be dishonest and act like, whoa, Metroid Prime 4 was amazing to me. You know, it was fine. I had a good time with it. Hyper for Tamagotchi, said Veronica. Yum Yum Metroid Prime. I'll definitely be playing Metroid Prime 4. That's not going to be a game I'm going to be like waiting on or nothing. Delectable Toast said I'm literally so excited. We'll see. Again, like I feel like I'll be honest, you guys have noticed I'm very late to the game on a lot of like Nintendo franchises. Like only recently have you guys been seeing me playing through my first time playing some Zelda games and stuff. There's a lot of Mario games I've never like completed. I'm very behind on my Nintendo games because I'll be honest, like when I was like, I mean obviously growing up I played a lot of Nintendo, but I mean like in my like teenage to adult area I was mainly playing a lot of Xbox and stuff. So kid me played a lot of like Pokemon and stuff, but yeah, I'm curious about Metroid. And then, did I pull up the wrong trailer? Oh, I didn't want to watch. I wanted to watch the actual event. Anywho, I think that's all I got to say. Might have to say the Metroid Prime stuff to my dad later. Oh, nice. How old's your dad that your dad likes Metroid? My dad is like... How old's my dad's like in his late 50s, I think. If I told him if I said, Dad, you know what Metroid is? He would not have a clue what the heck I was talking about. Well, let me at least see. Let me see if there's anything else that came out of this event. Well, I kind of want to see what Beat 'em Ups has to say. Let's see what Beat 'em... I like Beat 'em Ups sometimes. I definitely think Beat 'em Ups is a mega Nintendo fanboy. Super biased, but let's see what he has to say.
I feel like my head is about to explode. Like, I for so many reasons, I just spent like an hour. Is wood slow?
Like, Beat 'em Ups is like a mega Nintendo
live,
fanboy.
I am crashing out. That does not sound accurate.
So he's not like the most
trying to figure out how this
unbiased person. But I generally like his excitement for Nintendo announcements whenever they come out.
It's so you have one shared copy. But you still have
That's
your
what I said.
own
We play a ton of
digital
games together,
game
so he's constantly in earshot of me yapping about new game releases. That's really cool.
Overwhelmingly confusing. I don't know.
Me and my dad, we have a connection when it comes to music and sports. Video games are not like a
lot of people were just wrong.
Those are not a big thing.
Confused, but we'll get to that.
But he played a lot of stuff when we were like when I was really young.
We got a who? I missed the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. No,
Veronicus' dad needs to get on the Metroid hype right now.
I can't remember there ever being a time where we had 2 Directs within a week. And then, by the way, 2 days after the next Direct...
What games did me and my dad played some sports stuff. He liked playing hockey games, and he really liked playing, like, golf games. As a lot of cool things
sports. And yesterday, Nintendo randomly announced there would be a Direct today, and it would be just the first Switch stuff. It's only stuff for the first Switch. So we're going to take a look at that. Anything in here was an added bonus. I had 0 expectations. You could only go up from there, and Nintendo certainly went up from there.
All right, Beat 'em Ups. Get to the point. Get to the point.
Remakes again. I think they even introduced a new character. I will play these eventually. It just said 2025. For a Direct that was focused on Switch 1 games for like this year, there was a lot of just 2025s and no actual dates, which I thought was a bit bizarre. Oh, and when this goes up, I'm going to start preparing to go live with my podcast and talk about this in more detail. And we're about to hit 100.
All right, I'm letting you
if everyone did it,
get your advertisements in.
So, this is immediately.
I get it. No, I'm kidding.
Games that aren't really for me, and again, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with them showing these games off, and I'm sure they're for somebody. Anything is a bonus at this point. So I never heard of this game, and initially I was not interested, but then it looked more and more like a Persona game. I love.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and skip it. Sorry, Beat 'em Ups. I'm a fan.
Real-time combat. Then
I kind of wanted to see what you had to say about going right to Metroid.
I was hoping Metroid? No. Oh, it is. It is. Oh, it is. Okay. This was so incredibly cool, and I have one big theory about this gameplay. It looks way too clean visually, resolution-wise. I mean, every shot, even the expansive shots where Metroid is standing or Samus is standing.
I didn't think things looked that clean to me. Maybe it's because of, again, we were just watching on a 1080. It's being streamed over, you know, I'm sure.
Seemingly in like full 1080p or at least a really high resolution. I'm really wondering if this is Switch 2. I'm wondering if this is one of the first times we've seen Switch 2 recorded footage. Here's the thing. If this is Switch 1, I'm going to be almost more upset if they recorded this on a Switch 1. Because if you can make games look like this on the Switch, where were you? Where have you been? Why weren't you helping Game Freak? Like, that aside, very excited. Telekinesis powers now with Samus.
Well, we all know
it looks like
Game Freak. Game Freak does that. They're cheap.
Obviously, still coming 2025.
You don't become the richest IP in the world by spending a bunch of money.
So cool. Then we got like a Disney ripoff of Coffee Talk. I don't really know how I feel about that. Then this multiplayer pixel art style game by Chucklefish. Chucklefish makes some really great games, and their pixel art is
let's go straight to Pokemon.
I don't chat. I was trying not to say anything. I'm being positive, okay? Don't make me think about the window. Yeah, I see him. I still see him ruining every shot of this game. There were some nice shots in here. I mean, ones like this, I still think are pretty embarrassing. I mean, it's everything I complained about.
Yeah, look how blurry that is.
Same one car copy-pasted 1, 2, 3, 4 times with some NPC standing around. In fact, I don't know what's happening here with this taxi sign, but is it even attached to the car? I'll say this. The gameplay still looks fun. Like I've had no issue with the improvements they've made there. It
This
looks really
LOL
exciting.
said
I love
Veronica.
the concept of when it turns nighttime, the city.
Yeah, I
comes
like
to
beat
life
'em
in a
ups.
different way,
I
and you battle people in
you
these
go
wild
watch
areas,
beat 'em
and
ups.
there's
He
like a
makes
whole
good stuff.
culture in the city, I guess,
I'll
that
catch a
when
video of
night
his
hits,
every now
it's
and then
time to
whenever he
get on.
talks
Don't get me
about.
wrong, I'm gonna play it, and I'm probably
He
gonna
mainly only
play
talks
it
about
more. This is
Nintendo
what we
stuff.
do,
So
isn't it? We are still seeing so many of these old Nintendo games getting new life on the Switch. Like the Switch has really brought back everything, every big IP, every weird obscure IP that Nintendo ever dabbled in, and here we.
oh, let's
like
see
that,
what he
but
had to say
sure.
about this
All right,
thing.
without spending too much time on this, because it is immensely confusing. Like, I feel like there's no shot you can watch this explanation one time and understand how it works now in entirely. I might even get this wrong right now. But the best I can do to explain this is they've taken digital game purchases. Digital have these physical representation of digital cards. So now you have this digital library of cards, and these cards, you can treat them just like you would a physical game. So you can.
My question is does your current library of games that you have currently bought on your Switch, will they already have their physical representation of it on your Switch and your cart? Or is this just for any game you buy from here on out? Because again, I don't care about the whole sharing aspect of this. I care more about because in your current, in the current Switch console, whenever I buy a game, if I don't have it downloaded, it's not on my list of games that I have. So I feel like I'm at the point where I bought a bunch of games and I don't even know if I still own them or not. And in order for me to know if I own them, I have to go into the Switch store and to look over where it says purchase and to see if it says owned already. You know what I mean? It's such a ASS backwards, way of going about things. So I like this because I kind of like this little screen where it shows here, it's such a basic thing I'm talking about here, but is this gonna have once I boot this up, is this already gonna have every game that I own in there or what? Or is this only for a game I bought 10 minutes ago? I don't. We'll see. I'm whining.
One, I should say, to a family
I'll stop
member
whining.
on your family. They have to be in your family account. But
No,
can give
it's
one to
not
a family
whining.
member,
This
send
should
it to their Switch, and then they can
their
play
whole
it for
library
2
system
or
should
it
have
bounces
been
back to you or until they return.
developed
The
before the
confusing
console
part,
ever
all that
came
kinda
out.
makes sense, right? I mean, it's a fancy term for your digital games. It's a fancy way of looking at them, but nothing has really changed with them.
I'm
Now,
not
you can
whining.
just
I'm not
share
in the wrong.
license
I'm right.
with another friend or a family member, right? As long as they're on your account. Where it got a little confusing for me is now if you have 2 Switches, you can share them between your Switches by ejecting it from one and then loading it into in another. All digital, but you have to actually hit those buttons, and then it removes it from the first one, and then you can't play it on there unless you put it back. Which, to me, I was like, well, right now, if I have my account on both Switches, I can download it on both and have it on both all the time. And if I'm offline, I can play both, right? I mean, that was my first thought. It's almost limiting now. Now that you've made it physical, in a way, we have the same physical limitations that we have with a physical card, where it can only be in one place at a time. It quite literally cannot be in 2 places at the same time. Whereas before, digital downloads were digital, and they could be in 2 places at the same time. I guess what this tries to fix is, if you don't know, when you have 2 Switches, one always has to be your primary Switch. So if you try playing the non-primary, the secondary Switch, offline, you'll get a bunch of issues. It'll say, hey, this isn't your primary Switch. Please connect to the internet before you try playing this game. It wants to check you actually have the license to play the game. It's kind of a nightmare. But this now makes it so, as long as you load the game, when you have internet, you load the game onto the secondary Switch, you can then go offline and play it to your heart's content. You just can't play it on the original Switch until you get it back. Are you confused? Maybe, maybe not. It is very confusing. I had to watch this trailer a few times, and as I said, there were people in my chat who still weren't getting it, but thought they had it, and they were trying to tell me that I was wrong, and I might have been wrong, but not in the way that they were wrong. The biggest thing.
No,
here
I
is you
agree.
can
I
take
still
the
don't
game
see how
and
it's
you can lend it out
beneficial
to
at
a
all,
friend or
but-
family member on your account, which you could not do before, and it's definitely encouraging people to
Oh,
buy digital
okay.
games. Because families, for example, who this is definitely targeting, would rather go to GameStop and buy a pre-owned game physically so that the whole family can play it. So
I
all their
see.
siblings can share
I
it, right?
yeah,
But
I can
now,
see how.
maybe they'll be inclined to buy it digital because they can share it in a way. It gives them that option, and I think that's really good. I like that. That is good. Sharing games is cool. Sharing digital even cooler.
You're
Sharing
tricking the
use case,
consumer
I don't think
into
it's something
thinking
you
they're
really have to
buying
worry about
a
too much.
physical-ish
Could be wrong.
game. I
Let me know
kind
down
of
below.
I see the
I'm very
the
confused.
pro of
Someone
it,
else
the
pointed
benefit.
out a reason why they've done this is because we're all about to buy a Switch 2 very soon. Like literally in 6 days, we're going to hear about it, which means a lot of us, even you thinking right now, I'm never going to have 2 Switches, you're about to have 2 Switches. So then we get a little sizzle roll here, sizzle reel of High on Life coming to Switch. I did not expect this one to come over. Star Overdrive, which kind of is like Breath of the Wild.
All right, cool. I think I got you. I got you. Beat 'em ups. Appreciate you. Shout out beat 'em ups. I love shouting out channels that are much larger than mine. All right, so let me double check. Anybody else I care to see what they were saying about this Wii event. So what I'm getting at is that it's a neat for families, but nobody else is what I'm getting, says Veronica, essentially. Again, that's why I don't care about the family aspect. I care more about the library aspect. Like, it looked like a neat little library that just shows all of your games. Is that what it is? If that's what it is, I'm excited. If not, I no care. Anybody else? I don't think there's anybody else. I think that was all I cared about. Alright, y'all. So, I don't know. What did y'all think about this event? Let me change the music. We've been listening to Zelda. What do I want to hear? Let's put on some Pokemon. To be honest, who was going to get that third Nintendo app? That's right. They already have a Nintendo app, technically. A Switch app. Sheesh. Probably not. I'm good. I don't think I need I don't have enough room on my phone to be downloading more apps. So, I don't know. I got my news from friends and Twitter. Yeah, I've got Facebook and Instagram. I'll get all my stuff from there. I watch all this stuff live anyways, so whatever. But yeah, I think this was a very okay event. Not really a heck of a whole lot of there that I am super interested in. There's maybe 2 or 3 things that, again, I think Metroid, the Hot Shots Golf, and then the Cosmic Marvel game. Those were like the 3 things that jumped out to me. Those are more my wheelhouse, wheelbarrow. I never know that phrase. Wheelhouse. It's all more my wheelhouse of games that I like. But yeah. I don't know. What did you guys think? I'd like to know down in the chat, down in the comments. Let me know. Let me know what you think. I will be putting out some. I'll be putting out a YouTube short, or I'll put out something for some reactions from this event. Don't forget, on April 2nd we have another Nintendo Direct, so that one's gonna be interesting. That one's the one where we all got to tune in and see what they say, because I think we're gonna get to see some more of the Switch 2, hopefully. First was Nintendo Switch Online, then Nintendo Music, and now Nintendo News. Whack, but shamefully I might get that new app from Mrs. Skylar. No, I'm good. I have my one Nintendo Switch app, and I don't even know why I have that one now. Because I just left, me and my buddy Phoenix and a couple others, we were on like a family plan, and I kind of left just because I wanted to sign up for the Nintendo 64 aspect so I could play Ocarina. And so yeah, now I don't have a use for the app because it's all me there. That's why I said personally I liked it. No, yeah, it wasn't a bad event, but I don't think they're blowing anybody's pants off with this event, in my opinion. It was fine. A couple of events. I at least I like, you guys know by now, I really enjoy watching and reacting to this kind of stuff. This is the stuff that I like being a part of. I like being a part of the conversations going on with new things. I still have the app for Splatoon 3, says Veronica. Oh, we didn't get no Splatoon news here, huh? When did Splatoon 3 come out? Are we due for a Splatoon 4? I'm sure you'll get one, or a remake on the next Switch. Guarantee that'll happen. Alright, so, let's see. Who to thank for today? Let's see. This is a fairly short stream. We got an hour on the dot. We had a lot of people in there. We had Skylar Twilight and Veronica Rose. We had Phantom Fox and Delectable Toast. Thank you so much. That was awesome having all of y'all here. I'm so tired. No, I shouldn't have taken a nap. This is fun. I had to convince myself this is fun. I like being here with you guys. I forget Nintendo has mobile apps. Yeah, I don't. They have. It sounds like they have quite a few of them. Splatoon came out like 2 years ago, so it feels like you may be like a year into the Switch 2. Maybe you'll see a new Splatoon announcement. I guarantee you, there's no way they're not gonna want a major multiplayer game announcement for Switch 2. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if you see, or didn't they already said a Mario Kart has already kind of been tentatively shown? So you'll probably get that, Splatoon. I'm sure you'll get the normal. There'll be some new Smash Bros. Or something, I guarantee you. And you heard it here first from the ChazmaN. I'm your primary source for Nintendo news, not Miyamoto or Takahashi. There's going to be no more updates for Splatoon 3 since it's pretty much over. Ah, I see. Alright, real quick, I want to thank some of the Patreon backers. We got BioCrash, ElectroPirate, Skylar Twilight, Tim, and Phantom Fox. Thank you so much, y'all. And then, of course, we also got the socials, the Patreon, and the Discord if you want to be a part of the conversation. And the spring gear. Ah, I don't know what that is. Something Splatoon-y. Splatoon-ish. Splatoon-like. Alright, everybody. Well, I'm going to go ahead and take off. Call that an almost right on the dot for an hour. Like I said, I'll try and put out some more content around this event tonight. And in what, like an hour and a half, me and Phoenix should be jumping on to play some Split Fiction. So join us here in just a little bit. Veronica says, I can't wait to get my shoes back. Uh-oh. What happened to your shoes? That doesn't sound fun. Alright, everybody. I'm getting tired. Thank you so much. I love you. And again, I will see you in a little over an hour. We'll get to play some more Video Juego, so good to see you. Stay good to each other. Drink water. Drive safe. Look both ways before crossing the street. What other good things can I tell you to do? Tell your family you love them. Feed and your pets. I don't know. I'm zoning out. I forgot to say in-game, said Veronica. All those good things. Be good to the wildlife. Don't litter. All those good things. Alright, I'm going. Alright, see you guys in just a little bit. Bye.